Hey, Caden, grab the Kubota and put this on the mill for me.
Okay.
What you got in your pocket?
Cedar.
Cedar what?
Cedar tree.
Cedar shavings? You just picked up a handful of cedar shavings and threw them in your pocket?
Yeah.
This is actually probably my favorite new tool. Well, hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. My name's Lucas.
And I'm Caden.
And we're sharing our hobbies here on 38 acres in eastern Kentucky. And today, our hobby takes us up into Ohio to the Paul Bunyan show. We just walked through the gate and it's kind of overwhelming. This time last year, Caden and I were working on building our cabin together. I'd never built anything out of sawmill lumber. I always used lumber from Lowe's and all of that. But we had a buddy loan us a sawmill to mill a little bit of lumber to put on our cabin. It started us down the road of sawmills and log splitters and chainsaws and all of that. So 7 months ago, we broke ground on our own wood yard. And since then, we have been full tilt. We built our sawmill shed, we partnered with Max and got our sawmill set up, and we partnered with Splitfire, got us a log splitter. We're really just chasing hobbies here and doing things that we can do together, and Caden can learn some life skills and all of those things. So we've had a really good time with it, and I'm looking forward to all the new pieces of equipment that I can find today and the things that I can learn, because we're pretty brand new at this. Today's gonna be a good day, right, Caden? All right. Well, I'm already seeing some tools we could use. You know, we're tractor shopping and we're looking for something to put logs on the mill. This might do it. What do you think, Caden? Would you drive one of these?
Yeah.
Could you load logs on the mill for me?
Yeah.
All right, so I talked to him a little bit about the specs on these articulating loaders, and they're really cool. The 423 version is about a 2,500 pound machine. It'll lift 1,200 pounds, and then they've got them all the way up to about 5,000 pound machines. So they would definitely do the work that we're doing. This would be the perfect machine for tight spaces and working around the yard. From what I can tell, these are a little bit more expensive than the tractors we've been looking at. So it might not necessarily work out for a hobbyist or homeowner, but for guys that are running a sawmill operation, this is a really cool piece of equipment. And he was showing me how the couplers work on this, and you can get different buckets and grapples and log skidders and all kinds of different attachments for the front of these. They have their own proprietary system for changing out those buckets, but they have adapters, so you can adapt them to mini skid steer plates or skid steer quick attach. And then they have this really cool quick coupling on the front, and you don't even have to turn the machine off.
Just lock it in like this.
Yeah.
Shut it. Undo it. Take it out.
That's awesome. That's very similar to the quick attach that my Kubota tractor has for the loader.
Yep.
The way this is designed is you can change out implements on the front without turning off the machine. Really cool piece of equipment. All right, well, we spotted the first booth that we were actually looking for here, and that's the Splitfire booth. We were excited to see these guys because I haven't met them yet, but they sponsored the channel, and we've got, actually, they're firing up the 2265, which is the splitter that we're using on in our wood yard. Pretty cool stuff. We're excited to meet them. What's up, man?
How are you?
Good, how you doing, man?
Good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. What you got there, buddy? Man, that is sweet. Check this out, man. So if you're doing flooring, you can keep your tools, your screws, whatever tools that you need right here. Non-marking wheels, really smooth rolling. I mean, it feels like rollerblade wheels right here. Really cool. And these are some top quality products here. And we're early in the morning and the lighting is not the greatest, but this is some of the most beautiful leather I have ever seen on a shop chair. And this is water buffalo leather. Really cool.
I want this for the house.
It's got a magnet on the side here. This is a brand new company called Fast Freddy Company. FastFreddyCO.com. You can check these out. These are top quality shop chairs, shop stools. Now, to me, one of the most exciting things about this Fast Freddy company is they are actually connected to the guys at Splitfire. So they just started this company on the side. And if you know anything about Splitfire, they're all about quality and making things right. And that's what they've got here. So they have these shop stools that are made of the highest quality leather, great high quality wheels that are non-marking, great bearings. So if you're in the market for a shop stool, or if you do flooring, you need to try out one of these. Great product.
Yeah. By the way, thanks for the ticket. Appreciate it.
There you
So
go.
now I've got to unload the entire book. So to get everything off, bring the chain turns up.
Can't do that with a wood miser.
That's a lot less work than what we're doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great, isn't it?
So a mill like this, Sarah, I just talked to him a little bit about it, and this machine's about $145,000. Man, there's some awesome equipment out here. You think you could operate that?
I mean, there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Where's it going? Was it just...
Well, it'll just go into that pile there. You did good. Now this would do the business right here. Swing blade sawmill. You see what they're doing? See, they can move that blade around, cut anywhere on the log they want.
Why did you store it? We didn't put the pins in. Don't kill us yet, man.
This is awesome.
Somehow we got to take it apart before we leave.
It's another swing blade mill.
Meal.
So these swing blade mills really are pretty cool to watch. But what I'm noticing with this setup here on this Lucas mill is they've got this log sitting here, but it's actually just sitting on the ground downhill. And they're able to actually level the rails with the log by taking the blade and moving it along the log and figuring out where their level is. And that way they can cut with that. So I'd have to learn an entirely new process to operate this. The other thing is he's making cuts in both directions. So he cuts it on the way down, turns the blade sideways, and cuts it on the way back. So I was checking out this Logox mill, which is really awesome. They've got this huge log on here, and it has all of the hydraulic log dogs. It's got the log turner, all automated. So you've got two separate engines to operate all of this. So it's basically taking all of the heavy lifting out of it. So all the work that me and Caden are doing with the cant hooks, this is going to be able to take care of for you. This is a really cool mill. Logox is a Swedish company. They actually distribute through Hartville Lumber here in Ohio. All right, guys, I'm here with Jerry with Hartville Lumber, and what brought me here was the Logox sawmill. I saw that, it caught my eye, and I wanted to check that out. But then he was telling me about their store, and I just kind of wanted to give him an opportunity to share that because, you know, there are not a lot of mom and pop hardware stores left out there. Now, this mom and pop hardware store takes the cake. This is really cool. But I always like to give businesses a chance to share their story. So I thought I'd let you tell us about Hartville Lumber.
No, thank you for being here today and enjoying the beautiful fall weather in southern Ohio. So Hartville Hardware is family owned by the Miller family and started in the very early 70s. And the first business on the complex was the flea market in the back. And then this, of course, is the hardware. It's 305,000 square feet. And then we have a kitchen that does family style cooking as well. Yeah. This photo was actually taken at last year's grill festival that we have every fall. So we just finished that up about 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Okay. And it was just packed, you know. Yeah.
So you guys, the hardware store, lumber, and all these different things that I'm seeing here, it's kind of like the Costco of hardware and lumber stores.
Exactly.
But what you guys are dealers for some products too.
Very
so Logox.
We started with them back in November of last year, and we are importing them from Sweden, and we have a gentleman here for this weekend. And as you can see, we're also an authorized John Deere dealer. Nice. We do steel, and we sell the Wolfridge log splitters and the Yapa firewood processors. Right. Milwaukee tools, you name it.
And what I'm hearing is all of the top quality products. I mean, some of the biggest names and the best brands in the business. That's really cool.
So we're sort of selective.
Well, Jerry, thanks for talking with us today, sharing your story. Yeah,
very much.
Take care. All right, well, lucky us, they're going to fire up the sawmill here just so we can see this thing operate. So this is powered by a 23-horse V-twin Briggs & Stratton engine. Oh wow!
Look at this.
Yeah, it's almost spotless in there. It is. So how does it clear so well?
Thanks to the wheels here. They're shaped like fan wheels.
Ah.
So and we have the inlets for the air here.
Right. So it's you're blowing the dust out of here.
If we wouldn't have this one, it would be blowing right on the tent here.
Right.
So the maintenance is easier, and also it's a better quality in the cuts.
Yes. What you got in your pocket?
Cedar.
Cedar what?
Cedar tree.
Cedar shavings? You just picked up a handful of cedar shavings and threw them in your pocket?
Yeah.
I recognize that guy.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
So you said about a year ago you were like cut a little bit of wood, you built a cabin, and you needed firewood, so you bought a chainsaw or 2 chainsaws.
Right, yeah. So my son and I built us a little camp cabin, you know, off-grid cabin by our pond, and that kind of started it. So that's a deal right there. That's a cool setup. We've got one of these, so we just need the bundler. Hey, Caden, grab the Kubota and put this on the mill for me.
Got blasted right through there. Almost. There he goes. Wow.
Instead of lifting straight up, now you're not, you got bending over. You're just kind of bending slightly at the knees. I can walk with it like this. Get my back nice and straight like that. I get where I'm going. It's going to shake. Drop it off. Saves a lot of time for going to wear and tear on the body. Then if I want to, oh hey guys, how's it
What's
going?
up, man?
How y'all doing?
Good.
But yeah, no, it's the Logox 3-in-1 Forestry melt tool. It's the basic portion of it.
I got to tell you, this is actually probably my favorite new tool.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. So you guys sent us one back in March when we first started our wood yard.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Lucas from Peach
Yeah,
Peak
no,
Hobby
I recognize
Homestead.
it, yeah, absolutely.
Well, so, and I probably haven't done it justice showing just how much I love it on the channel.
Right.
But a video I put out last week, when I was editing it, I noticed something that was happening as I was grabbing my 60-inch cant hook that was like a generic, something I bought off Amazon.
Sure, yeah.
And every time I would go to spin the log, it would slip.
Yep.
And so I would throw it aside and grab the log dogs. I did it 4 times in that video. And I commented on that and I said, guys, I don't even know why I go back to the other cant hook.
Yeah.
Because this one grabs.
Locks in, yeah.
Yeah.
Super sharp.
Something that I'm really excited about, Logox just put out their own log splitter. And Austin here's gonna show us kind of the features of it. So tell me about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically this is the Timber Rock Summit, and we rolled it out at the International Firewood Expo up in Portland, Ohio back in June.
Yeah.
And we've made a few changes since then.
Okay.
We initially had a 8.5 horsepower Honda engine on it, and so we've upgraded that. You can see it here. This is a 14 horsepower American-made Kohler engine.
Yep.
It's got this nice quad clean air filtration system, because you can see how dusty and dirty it gets around the wood yard or just doing firewood in general.
Right.
And this is going to keep that air filtration nice and clean, your air intake nice and clean, and really just a high quality commercial grade engine. What's nice about this is it's an electric start, you'll see in a second, but it's also got a pull cord backup.
Right.
What's cool about this as well is that you can actually, and I had a Kohler rep stop by and show me this, I didn't realize this till a minute ago. You can swap this around and you can be drawing the warm air right off of your engine here for the cold weather.
Yeah, so this Kohler 14 horse engine is a really commonly used engine. In fact, our new Sawmill has this same engine on it. And
a lot,
and somebody was just showing me that the other day, that you can switch it to winter mode.
Yeah,
is what he called it. That's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got a larger, much larger hydraulic tank than we did before, obviously, to be able to support that. It's got a regen valve on it, so what that allows us to have is about 30 tons of splitting power here, but a 4.7 second cycle time.
Oh, wow.
I'll show you that in a second. It's really fast.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some additional options to it too. We're gonna be able to mount a saw hull, chainsaw sheath on the back there for bringing it out in the woods with you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also just a couple of other options too. We have a 4-way wedge you can put on top of it too. But I'll show you here real quick using the step wedge. What's nice about this is that you've got the speed, like re-splitter speed, right?
Yeah.
But it's like I said, you got that 14 horsepower, 30 ton of splitting power, and a tall pusher block.
Right.
And a tall step wedge. So what I'm able to do is I can move this around here, bring it back, flip it over, and then re-split it through, not have to worry about it.
Right.
And if you bring the camera out, I'll show you this real quick. What's cool about this is it's got this 360 anti-slip plate design here.
Yeah.
And what that does is it's going to bite into that log ground from all angles, so it's not going to run up the front of this on it.
Right.
And you see that problem sometimes with a lot of the kinetic splitters out there. it'll smack into it, but it'll come and pop right off of it.
Right.
So we don't have that problem with the hydraulics, and then also with this plate here.
Yeah.
The second is the step wedge. So this small step wedge here, this breaks the inertia of the log, and then it gets it to start splitting, and then the rest of it goes through easily.
Nice.
So it can really punch above its weight class.
Yeah.
We also have an optional 4-way wedge here. This is the standard Timberwolf design that our partners at Timberwolf have been using for the last couple of decades.
Yeah.
It can either be 4-inch output or 6-inch output, depending on which side it's oriented on.
Yeah.
It slides over and rests right there.
Nice.
So you got a wedge there too if you want to.
Yeah.
We sell that as an extra option as well.
Really nice setup, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
But you can see, I mean, you were seeing it too, how you can just like be able to slide it around like this, and it just makes the ergonomics when you're standing here moving this around. You got your controls right here. I can push wood off the back here. I can push wood off the front here if I got a conveyor. I can go wherever I want to. We just designed this for the user in mind and our own comfort.
Yeah,
if you will.
well that's it. I noticed that how big the table is, but also even with this folding, you have a nice smooth seam here, so nothing to catch on.
Yeah, it's just totally seamless.
Yeah. Look at that.
set, ready to go. This one's going to be quick. Timer's ready. Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, here we go. Oh yeah, it's going to be fast.
Oh my.
Photo. Finish. Give them a big round of applause. 2, 1, go! All right, keep your favorite cheer on. There we go. Race to the bottom. Winkler with the changeover first. Wow.
He's probably making a bowl.
Look at all that shit.
Yeah, he's making some shavings, isn't he?
End up
There
with
you
a
go.
roughed out bowl. This needs a lot of finishing work yet, but it's roughed out.
Yeah. I see at least one familiar face over here.
Hey, how's it going?
Troy, I'm Lucas Peak
Lucas.
from Peak's Peak Hobby Homestead.
Hey, Pete. Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well, man.
Right.
I'm Nate Bissell.
Nate?
Yeah, Nate's got a channel
And
as
you're
well.
Bissell Maple Farm.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Nate. Caden, how's it going?
Good.
All right.
Still got my good smelling pocket.
Your good smelling pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, your cedar chips in your shirt pocket. Nice. I like it. What do you think? Would you rock that? Oh, this one's got AC.
Probably even though it's a John Deere.
Man, even though it's a John Deere, that's my boy.
It says,
Well, yeah, because if you had your load up in the air and your weight was helping to keep it from tipping over, you step off and away it goes.
let's see if you can find the needle in that.
The needle in the wood chip pile?
Yeah, even though it's not hay.
It would probably be just as hard to find a needle in a wood chip pile as it would be a needle in a haystack. Man, it smells so good here, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Caden, well, did you have a good time today?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to see crosscut saw competitions, hot chainsaw competitions. You got all kinds of stickers and met a lot of other YouTubers. Chris from In the Wood Yard.
Timber Technologies.
We met CJ from Mallard 5+1 Farmhouse. He gave you stickers. Everything Elliott. Yeah.
And then
Oh, and Dude Ranch DIY. Lots of cool guys. This was a really good time. Guys, if you get a chance to come to the Paul Bunyan Show in Cambridge, Ohio, you need to do it, especially if you're into all of this woodworking and firewood and sawmilling. They've got everything. And it kind of broadens your dreams when you see some of this big equipment. All right, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, getting to see me and Caden.
I'm gonna fix my hat.
What are you doing with your hat?
I don't
there
know.
you go, man. All right, now, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, getting to see me and Caden check out the Paul Bunyan Lumberjack Show in Cambridge, Ohio. Till next time, get outside and enjoy God's creation because it is beautiful out here. And y'all have a good day.